I feel likes to be thorough in his delivery. Quite sure that he's making sure that both players are comfortable as we move forward, because this is a very important part of the game. With Clarke leading by 1 point. Alleyne now serving 17-18. Serve through the middle. Oh, great work.
17-19, John.
17-19.
At one point in time, it was 4 serving to 10. A 6-point lead. And this young man, Clarke, as agile as you possibly can be in your youth, now has a lead over Alleyne.
At a critical time as well. This is excellent work here by Clarke. Not only has he closed the gap, but he's opened up a lead here, a very important lead at a very important time of the game. He's on the attack in this rally. Oh, that's greatness. That is special. That is exceptional. That is off the chart. Not power, but placement. Well done here by Clarke.
That's placed like the 11 plus exam, John. I am lost for words. He could have gone for power, but he decided on a smooth placement along the line, completely away from the racket of Alleyne. Well, that's a smart player.
17-20. Alleyne looking to stay within game number 1. Young Clarke looking to close the door. Looking for that point to close it off. Good work by Alleyne. Using the forearm. Going to the longer side of the court through his opponent's forearm. And he will serve at 18-20. Alleyne in search. And continues to be positive. Whilst doing so, 19 will now serve to 20.
That's the form you were talking about earlier, John.
That's the form finally coming back. Let's see if it's going to get him where he's looking to go. 19 will serve to 20. Bunk serve to the back arm again. Good angle. Good stroking here by Alleyne. Oh! Alleyne found an answer. Kirt Alleyne found an answer, and this one goes into juice game as game number 1 continues to heat up here at Orange Hill.
Yes, and you can see the crowd over there for Alleyne, a crowd over here for Clarke. 20 serving to 20, a juice game. And of course, for those of you at home who may not know the rules of road tennis, a player has to win by 2 clear points. So now it's 21 serving to 20.
Alleyne in a position of ascendancy, just 1 point to clinch game number 1. 21-20. Bunk serve to the forearm. A push. Good. Looking to put more pressure than necessary and finding the 8-inch enemy. For those taking in the game, the net height is actually 8 inches high. We have a further juice game, 21 serving to 21.
With Alleyne only having 1 appeal left in this game. 21 serving to 22.
Alleyne back to the back arm again. Oh, this is excellent work here this evening. 23-21 score as the young Azaire Clarke claims number 1. Claims the first game of this encounter. What a play, what a first game.
John, that was a game.
It speaks quality of this young Clarke, trailing 4-10, 12-3, 3-12, and to fight back the way he did in the second half. He's certainly deserving of this win here this evening, game number 1. But it's not over. It is not over by the stretch of your imagination. This is a 2 best in 3 event, And the winner here advances to the round of 16 of the Barbados Road Tennis Open 2026. 23-21, game number one.
What a game, as both players now will be heated up in terms of the temperature here at Orange Hill. It's the 5th edition of the Barbados Road Tennis Open, and this is the round of 32. Players vying to reach the round of 16, the money round, as John will call it, the business round of the tournament.
Round of the tournament.
Serving one.
And Clarke playing with a high level of confidence after winning that first game, as expected.
One will now serve to one. Alleyne. Again, bounce serve to the back arm. Not getting down with that particular shot. Is a bit too upright and forcing that one beyond the line.
And as I said in the first game, very, very good defense though from young Clarke. But as I said earlier, Alleyne likes to be in the lead. And now young Clarke is in the lead as opposed to the first game. And we will see how Alleyne will cope psychologically, playing behind in terms of points in the second game, but also losing the first game. That should be interesting.
Service will change. Three will serve to two. Give the next one the balls on.
Good start by young Clarke, having pulled off game number one at 23-21. 23-21, he's game number two. And off to a good start with a mini break. A mini break in game number two for Clarke, as he will return and serve at a score of 3, serving to 2. Excellent crowd. We had some showers a bit earlier, but it's good to see the crowd continues to build here, Orange Hill, for the round of 32 of the Barbados Road Tennis Open 2026. 3 serving to 2. Bounce serve to the forehand.
Serving to three.
Very evenly contested game in this second one. Clarke is beginning to punch.
Yes, young Clarke changing his approach. He's looking to put a bit more revs in his shot. And he's defending here really well for this particular point. Positioning, really beautiful position. But this young man, his footwork is impeccable. It's really good to see the way he's moving on this court as a 6-footer. That is excellent stuff here by the young man.
Certainly.
Change of serve to the back arm.
6 will serve to 3.
6 serving to 3.
Clarke holding on to that very important lead, 3-point lead. It really will be a challenge here to show the true depth of his opponent in Kirt Alleyne. It's not a big fight back, but does he have it within him to fight back?
Service change. 3 will be serving to 7.
3 will serve to 7 as Clarke holds on to his lead. His dad quite happy. You can hear Abby Playboy Clarke each and every time Azaire wins the point. He's involved.
And I'll tell you this, I saw him coach home this young man several times, including the game earlier. And that's the importance of a good coach, as you can see. Wow, what a rally, John.
That was a high standard of defensive tennis. A high standard of defensive tennis here by young Clarke. As we sit and watch the way young Clarke move from left to right, returning some really good shots by his opponent. The the #1 player in Mark Vanna Griffith comes to mind. He's one of those players one would reasonably expect will return balls like that consistently. And tonight we are seeing a Clarke who's showing at his young age, he's up to the task as well.
Speaking of Griffith, he's over there. Not yet in his game closed, as the expression goes. But he's supposed to be playing next, the world's #1. And Alleyne beginning to look a bit frustrated, John.
Yes, he is. And it doesn't add to the position he's in. 4 serving to 7. He's trailing, and it's important that he is ready for what is required to get in line with his opponent and pass him sooner than later. He will serve now 4 serving to 7. Looking to use the serve to close the gap.
And this happens to be one of Alleyne's weaknesses, as we've recognized over the years. You can see him going to the chair umpire, Eiffel, and as soon as he gets a bit frustrated in terms of the calls, his game starts to drop.
Well, his head certainly is dropping here. His reaction, he's looking very dejected at this point, but he needs to fight that feeling if he's going to take this into a game #3. So young Clarke building a comfortable lead in game #2, as his opponent will trail 4 serving to 9.
4 will serve to 9.
And that one, a good return by Clarke.
I want to hear the call on that particular serve.
4 serving 10.
Yes,
4
4
serving
serving
to
to
10.
10. I thought it was out as well.
Serve to the backarm of Clarke, who took the weight off. Got the ball back in play.
Service will change.
10 now serving to 5, but it's quite evident from the countenance of Alleyne's face that he's becoming a bit frustrated. You're starting to see in his game, and if he doesn't compose himself, he will definitely lose this second game and will not advance to the round of 16. Young Clarke going over to his father and coach, Abby Playboy Clarke, as he's at the service break, and that's all legal for him to take some instruction there, John.
Yes, he's using his time wisely.
He stopped the ball. It appears as though he's saying that the ball is wet. But Alleyne is beginning to lose it a bit here in Orange Hill. And as I said at the outset of this game, John, when he's not in control with points, he loses all control.
He's challenging the condition of the ball on the serve. Discussion for the chair umpire.
And the president of the Barbados Road Tennis Association actually becoming involved in that particular call. Very controversial. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Usually the player would appeal to the chair umpire for direction in a particular matter of that sort. We all know Mr. Alleyne can be a bit different in his approach.
11 now serving to 5. Young Clarke very much in control of game #2. Big effort here required from Kirt Alleyne. 11 now serving to 6.
Serving to 6. Nice, healthy lead there. The young man who won the first game, 23-21.
Kirt Alleyne looks broken at this point.
Serve exchange. Serving will be serving to 13.
7-13, a comfortable 6-point lead by young Clarke, looking to make this 2 in a row and advance to the round of 16 of the Barbados Road Tennis 2026.
So
I'm sure that his opponent will be looking to close the gap.
So when we look in Alleyne's chair, there's no coach, just a towel. And in the first game, he was over on that particular side of the court with Anthony Baku Simmons. Obviously not necessarily as a coach, but talking to him, now he has no one on this end, and he's trailing. Do you think that that played a role in the point deficit in this particular game, John?
The absence of a coach certainly will for a player like Alleyne, knowing his track record. It's good to have someone to help him negotiate some of those feelings. And not having someone there, yes, I can say his body action, the way he's moving, and he's pretty much given up on this game and has done so now for quite a few points.
Yeah, and Alleyne is the type of player that feeds off the support of the crowd.
8 now, serving to 15. That's a very good return by Clarke to the forearm. Good angle, not a lot of pace, but placement well done by young Clarke.
So we still have Raheem Nurse versus Terry Smith coming up. Darius Baracus Gaskin versus Ryan Smith. So there's still lots of action here. And speaking of action, the action man, the man who likes to keep things as exciting as possible. He looks a bit dejected already, John.
17, serving 8.
For Alleyne, it'd be like pulling a rabbit out of a hat here this evening.
I'll tell you what, the crowd here in Orange Hill is asking for a so, which is a score below a 10. It's viewed as an embarrassment in the local sport of road tennis.
18, serving 9.
18-9, young Clarke. Top junior. Plays his tennis at RTEA. Continues to show he's certainly a bright spark for the future. He leaves the island of Barbados in a few days' time to go off to England and join that party who will be, again, displaying the sport of road tennis off our shores.
Well, kudos to them and the best wishes to that team here. 19 serving to 10, and as the expression goes, is good night nurse. 10 now serving to 20.
10-20 with this young Clarke, former student of Alexander. I'm quite sure Alexander schoolmates will be looking on and giving him support, because there's still a long road to go. This is the rung of 32, and he's looking to advance to 16. It looks as if his game match. Is it? It is not. 11 will now serve at 20. Alleyne using this opportunity to dry his hands. Not a towel break, but he decides that he will dry his hands at 11 serving to 20. Big effort required. 1 point away, and that's the point. So Azaire Clarke will advance to the round of 16 of the Barbados Road Tennis Open 2026. A very good performance here from this young man. You really can't take away from that big comeback in game number 1. And using that momentum, he moved into game number 2, and he's now moving a step closer to the business.